Hey, welcome back to Too Long Didn't Care. I'm your host, Koi Mack, and today we're going to be talking about the girl that put Gorilla Glue in her hair, and Gina Carano is now fired from The Mandalorian. Hey, welcome back, and I can't believe I have to say this, but you're not supposed to put glue inside of your hair. But apparently that's what somebody did this week, is use Gorilla Glue for hairspray. I wish this was a joke, and it's not, because you would think in 2021 we wouldn't have stupid people putting adhesives in their hair. These are the same type of people that used to eat paste when they were 3. There's that. Anyway, Tessica Brown this week decided that her head needed to have something better. Needed to have, like, the spray adhesive she wanted to keep her hair down with wasn't working, so she went with Gorilla Glue to keep her hair down. I don't know what in your right mind would let you think remotely that that was a good idea, but it definitely wasn't. I don't know why you would do that to yourself. Putting Gorilla Glue in your hair, fantastic, man. Fantastic. But it's not even that. It's the fact that Gorilla Glue actually had to make a statement where we are very sorry to hear about the unfortunate incident that Miss Brown experienced using our hair spray adhesive on her hair. We are glad to see her in a recent video that Miss Brown has received medical treatment from her local medical facility and wish her the best. Obviously, Gorilla Glue is not meant to have that sort of effect. It's not meant to use on your person unless you've like cut your finger like horrifically. As you know, guys in the military, we will glue things with any super glue to keep it shut while we're in the field, or use duct tape or any kind of anything really adhesive to cut those, take the cuts and make sure that they don't bleed everywhere. But obviously, don't put those things in your hair. It's dumb. But anyway, before we get on to the main story today, I wanted to talk about, make sure you're going over to the Hooch page and give us a like and a follow. Same thing with the YouTube channel. Go over there, follow, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Same thing, minds.com. Look for the Hooch page. You'll find us on there. Like us, remind us, do all the things that you do on Minds, as well as PocketNet.app. You can go to their website and look it up and download their app. It's actually a really interesting blockchain technology for a new social media platform. And we are on all of those things, so you can keep following us along. So the main story we wanted to talk about today was the fact that Gina Carano is no longer a part of Star Wars. I liked her character in The Mandalorian. I really did. I think it was really cool. It shows how a strong female character can be portrayed without being a super like SJW smack you in the face type of deal, right? The strong female characters on The Mandalorian are great. They are perfect. They're not over the top. We expect they're strong because they are strong, not because they are women. Those are the types of things that we liked about The Mandalorian. For Disney to come out and axe her because of a bunch of woke Twitterati mob decided that she needed to be canceled because of her conservative views is absolutely horrendous. And I don't know why anybody is remotely okay with this, because you shouldn't be. Disney is not the arbiter of of moral fortitude, and especially in recent months. Like, we should go over what she actually said. The tweet that actually got her fired was this one in particular, where she was describing that Jews were beaten in the streets not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even children. Because history is edited, most people today do not realize that to get to this point, the Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews. The government first had to make their own neighbors hate them for simply being Jews. How is that any different from hating somebody because of their political views? Because she's been in the limelight recently because of her political views. And she's right. If this was happening to Democrats or anybody on the left being fired for their political beliefs, they would be up in arms on Twitter all day and night trying to get that company to be like annihilated. You're not the ones that are losing your jobs from speaking your mind, right? As one person said on a Twitter thread, it was it was on Facebook. You have the right to freedom of speech, but you don't have the right to your job for saying something, which I think is wrong, because the discriminatory actions of getting rid of somebody based off of their political belief is wrong. And it is discriminatory. It might not be on race, sex, or gender and all those things that are protected, but definitely political speech in DC is protected. So therefore there is a precedent there for it to be handled. But her tweets aren't actually over the top. These are something that most conservatives' views are okay with. They understand that these are what they believe. And there's nothing wrong with that. What there is wrong with is firing her because of those beliefs. Because even Pedro Pascal on his page, on his Twitter page, was likening the children in cages to the same thing of what the Nazis did to the Jews. It's the same sort of post. It's critical of Nazi Germany, and Nazi Germany is bad. We are not living in Nazi Germany, obviously, but there are parallels that you can take from history and learn those lessons. Did she deserve to be fired for it? I don't think so, personally. I don't. But hey, who am I? Disney execs do what they want. Like how they rehired James Gunn to do the Guardians of the Galaxy again, to be a director, after they fired him already for his tweets. But his tweets were absolutely horrendous. Talking about all kinds of perverted nonsense of like having like little boys touching them in their silly place. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. As long as not a conservative saying what they think and what they feel. Gina Carano, she got axed because of what she felt. This guy was saying pedophilic nonsense and was allowed to come back. He was fired rightfully for what he did, but he was allowed to come back. So there's your moral fortitude. Same thing with Disney filming in Xinjiang and thinking the Chinese Communist Party, which are running literal concentration camps in Xinjiang right now with Uyghur Muslims, sterilizing them and forced abortions and re-education. These things are happening right now, but Disney says that's okay. We can thank them in the credits of Mulan. We can film there in China supporting this policy. But Gina Carano saying her conservative views are wrong because now she has been fired, and that's the end of it. That's all we get. I think, honestly, I don't know how to put this. Like, this nonsense is going to keep happening. You're going to see a lot more conservatives be ousted from their jobs, from their livelihoods, just because of what they believe. They're coming after you for those things. And we shouldn't accept that. We shouldn't accept that those are the things that are happening to us, and this should not be okay. It shouldn't be okay for it to happen to the left. It shouldn't be okay to happen to the right. Anyway, that's the kind of the top story running right now. Sorry I didn't get to you guys yesterday, waiting for a new microphone to come in. And I'll be putting these out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to keep track of the top stories, as well as the Hooch podcast, which we will be filming this week and recording. But we'll see you next time.
According to your Facebook page, we aren't friends.